What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Draconic Sports video. In today's video, obviously by the title, you could probably tell that we are predicting the AFC and NFC championship games for this NFL season. Fortunately, though, we have no other hosts here today. Nobody else could make it. No guests, and Pine and Moody's were not able to make it, sadly. So it's just me and Aqua today. But here are your current standings for the playoff picture so far. I'm 9-1, Aqua 8-2, and the other two hosts are 7-3. So not too bad, I would say. Like, we all got some games. We all got most games, like a good majority of them right. So not too bad. And yeah, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, as it helps out the channel a ton and we'd really appreciate it. And do not forget to comment down below your predictions for these two games in the comments down below, and join Discord while you're down there. It's top of the description. You should join that. If you want to talk sports, join Discord. Anyways, yeah, we will get right into the games. Now, first up, we have the Patriots versus the Broncos. Of course, everyone knows that Bo Nix has that ankle injury. He is out for the season, sadly. Very unfortunate that it happens within the last, final third or second play of the game. Jarrett Stidham, now the starter. He's a huge question mark. I mean, I don't know how he's going to play. I think he's gonna play enough to where I think the Broncos could maybe stay in it, but I just don't see how Jarrett Stidham wins against this Patriots defense that can play very well. Like, this Patriots defense has a lot of good playmakers, including Milton Williams, Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones was pretty big last week against CJ Stroud. We got some pretty good linebackers in there too. So at the end of the day, we have good playmakers, and I just don't see how Jarrett Stidham can play mistake-free football, because that's the only way I feel like the Broncos win, if he plays mistake-free football, and I just don't see how he does that, considering this is the first game he's started since 2023, or the first game he's even played in since 2023 or something like that. So yeah, I just don't see how he's able to pull off a win here, even though Sean Payton and the rest of the team probably has immense confidence in him, considering, this might be their only chance to win a Super Bowl. We'll see. Thinks they're going to win, but I personally don't think they're going to win, and I think the Patriots have enough to win and go back to the Super Bowl. So yeah, that is my pick. I'll take the Patriots here. Aqua, who are you going to take?
Few things. Number one, I go on vacation and get back and smell everybody's gone. You gotta be kidding me.
Ironic.
Next one, here's what's about to happen. Saints are gonna have a change of heart, and they're gonna release Taysom Hill, and Taysom Hill is gonna play QB for the Broncos for this game. Calling it now, I'm kidding. But I really don't know how the Broncos win this game outside of their defense is literally making Drake May see ghosts. That is literally the only way this game is going to be in the favor of the Broncos. It is what it is. I'm not exactly thrilled, no offense to Ripcord, to see the Patriots have a pretty reasonable path to the Super Bowl this quickly. I thought it'd be another 30 years before we see this kind of Patriots level of performance, but it is what it is, I guess. The NFL runs in circles with the Chiefs and the Patriots, I guess, right now. Also, it's kind of funny that we're dealing with two coaches with the first name Mike and John playing each other in both championship games. That's kind of wild and random. I don't know, but you know what's even funnier about all of this? Despite the fact that Pied and Slushies are both taking the Patriots, I can only guess the reason being that Moody's is taking the Broncos, but also half our Discord's taking the Broncos.
I know, I saw that. I was so confused.
I get that the backup quarterback effect happens, and we have Nick Foles, it could happen again, but I'm sorry, I'm not picking.
Yeah,
but it would be entertaining, not for Ripcord, but it would be entertaining to see that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, Patriots probably have this, and I'm not gonna lie, Patriots are not beating the allegations of having a soft schedule even in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Texans should have been a good team. The Chargers, I think everyone knew the Chargers really didn't have it in them to win it with that offensive line, and the defense is just not that good. But the Texans should have been a good playoff matchup. It's just CJ just could not get anything going and was terrible. And then, of course, Bo Nix has to go down and make this a huge asterisk. Awesome. Love it. I mean, cool. The Patriots can go to the Super Bowl again. But yeah, everyone's going to say that we're frauds and that, Drake May and Mike Vrabel don't deserve it, even though they're already one of the best coaching quarterback duos in the league, which is crazy. So, hey, Patriots, hopefully they can make it to the Super Bowl. We'll see. Anyways, next up we have the highly anticipated it's technically second rematch of the year for these two teams. Of course, they play twice a year divisionally, which is the Rams and the Seahawks. And now they are finally matching up in their third game of the year after the crazy overtime thriller on Thursday Night Football, which was the previous matchup between these two teams. I think was 5 weeks ago, 5 or 6 weeks ago, something like that. So it's been a decent amount of time since they've played each other. Not too many big injuries. I guess Zach Charbonnet is kind of a big injury because their running attack is based off a dual threat. But we'll see if Kenneth Walker can carry the load. I mean, Devontae's kind of having injury every single game, it feels like, but at least he's like, making it through the games. Like, he's not like, out for the rest of the season like some other players are. So at least Devontae like can somewhat play, even though he's probably gonna like end up getting injured again this game. Hopefully he doesn't. I'm personally gonna take the Rams. From what I saw last game, Rashid Shaheed doesn't do what he does like constantly, which is he had that opening kickoff return last game. He had the punt return Thursday night football last time these two teams faced off. As long as Rashid Shaheed doesn't do this like crazy stuff where he just returns these punts and kicks for touchdowns, I think the Rams should win this game. I think Sam Darnold is going to struggle just like he did last year against this team, even though he has a better team around him, I think, than last year's Vikings. I think Sam Darnold's going to struggle. I think he's not going to be able to beat the allegations of being a choker. I think Puka and Stafford are just going to go absolutely insane like they did last time they matched up. That Rams defense is going to play great complementary football in order for them to win. I do think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I think we could see 30-plus points on both sides like we did last time. Hopefully it is. I really don't want another, under 20 game for both teams like the Bears-Rams game. That was not really entertaining, and I don't want to see a blowout either. So, yeah, give me the Rams here. It's going to be close. It's going to be a good game. Could be an all-time game. We never know. I mean, if we have what happened last time between these two teams happen this time, it will be an all-time playoff thriller. But I don't hope that happens again because the Rams lost. So, yeah, as a Stafford enjoyer, give me the Rams here to barely pull it out against the Seahawks.
This is the closest thing we're ever going to get to a Lions-Vikings NFC championship, it feels like. But regardless of that fact, I don't know. It just feels like the Seahawks a team of destiny this season, for whatever reason that may be. So I'll pick them, but just continue on with my logic here. The Seahawks have been the most dominant playoff team so far. I mean, they only played one game, but they literally dismantled the Niners. And I know the Niners are the most injured team in football, so that may be my team as always. But yeah, that's still very impressive. And I also think that the Seahawks would give the Patriots the biggest challenge in the Super Bowl. So I kind of want to see that matchup. I think it'd be the most entertaining of those. No offense to the Rams and Stafford. I have mixed feelings about Stafford as a Lions fan, but if he goes on to win the Super Bowl again, it is what it is. Good on him. But yeah, I don't know. It just feels like the Seahawks. This is their year. We'll see what happens. And as for host picks, Pine, the Rams Panthers fan, is in fact picking the Rams. You could listen to coming. Moody's is back in the Seahawks, and so is Slushy. It's funny that this game somehow is more lean in favor of the Seahawks than the other game leans in favor of the Patriots. In our Discord, it's still really silly.
It's home field advantage, bro.
Also,
it's that, and it's the potential of Nick Foles 2.0. That's what it is. Because Mile High, I will say, Mile High is a crazy stadium to play at.
Also, I think I will just say right now, this is game of the week by default because backup quarterback. Thought I mentioned that fact.
Yeah, that's a fair.
Let's just get on to the final segment of videos. As always, we're gonna rank the teams that lost last week in the playoffs. Starting off with the Chicago Bears. Now, the Bears had an interesting thing. They kind of looked bad for 3/4 of the game, and then they made a comeback to bring it overtime, just for them to then lose it. So yeah, that was something. I don't know. It's either green or yellow. I feel like
I'd probably say green. I'd probably say green.
They definitely didn't deserve to win that game because they had to make a comeback as always because that's just what the Bears do. And the fact that they didn't win that in overtime is kind of like.
Yeah, that was a not. Caleb Williams and DJ Moore were not on the same page there. He tried to throw the anticipation ball. DJ Moore slowed down, wasn't really looking. And then, what was his name? Cam Kerr, I think, made the crazy Curl made the crazy diving catch to, completely flip the script. And then Thicker the kicker bangs the kick through the uprights. So, yeah, I think close game with a few mistakes makes sense. Because the fact that Caleb had that crazy throw, which I actually cannot believe happened. Like, I saw that live, and I was like, there's no way this guy just did that. So I think that counteracts all the mistakes they made. But at the end of the day, the mistake of the interception, again, that's going to have to put them in the green. It just makes too much sense.
Also, they kind of just got out-coached this game as well. Also, McVay didn't even coach that great of a game.
Yeah, Ben Johnson second-guessed himself. You're right, though. McVay could have coached a lot better. Ben Johnson just kind of... It's not that he, failed in the moment. It's just more of, he thought that he could get away with certain things, and then he thought he wouldn't be able to get away with certain things, but he was wrong about it. So, it was just, it was a coaching, miscue on both sides.
I don't know. It was like a lot of people were to blame for this Bears loss. It is what it is. They lost to the Rams. How it goes. We'll see what they can do next season. Trends would suggest, when you win a bunch of one-score games, things go the other way. But who knows? Maybe the Bears are just that lucky and will always be that lucky from this point forward. Regardless, let's go on to the next team, the Bills. And this is a hard team to rank. Speaking of turnover, that's been like the theme of this entire losers in the playoffs. I think the Bills probably are in this blue tier, to be honest. They probably should have won this game. The fact that they found a way not to win this game is actually mind-blowing.
They definitely should have. I mean,
normally I'm one to be like, it's not all on Josh Allen in the playoffs, because a lot of times his defense does kind of sell for him. But this one's on Josh Allen. I know he was playing like arguably the best defense in football. But like there's so many mistakes you just need to not make. And I know they lost that game losing interception was kind of definitely not on him. That was on the receiver. You got to hold on to that. But like there was a bunch of other mistakes. You're just puzzled by why Josh Allen did what he did. So how it goes was like a really good chance for the Bills, and it's been wasted. Speaking of good chances wasted, let's talk about the Texans.
Really, it's just one man. D'Amico Ryan's awesome, like, leader for that team. That whole defense, Petrie, Stingley, Will Anderson, Daniil Hunter, all of those guys, elite unit. Again, D'Amico Ryan loves coaching this team. It's just CJ at the end of the day, man, could not do anything. I mean,
CJ Stroud, I think solidly outplayed, because I think we got to save this tier below for a certain other team that didn't even show up to the football field.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like, your defense did not get outplayed to the point where you guys would lose the game. It's your offense got outplayed to the point where you guys lost the game. And CJ, that one interception that you threw to Carlton Davis, that was like a toe tapper.
What do you mean? There was two of them.
Okay, the second one where Carlton Davis stumbles out of bounds. The first one was also terrible. He threw the ball anticipating the guy was going to continue running, and then Carlton Davis just grabs it out of nowhere. That was stupid. But the one where he just throws like an out route and just completely throws it right to Carlton Davis, who stumbles out of bounds with it, that was terrible. I knew the game was over once he threw that. I was like, yeah, there's no way he's coming back from this.
I kind of figured as well. I was like, I believed in the Texans' defense, and I was right to believe in that. But the problem is, I should have expected their offense to be terrible, because it has been all season.
Yeah, well, it doesn't help that not just Nico, but Dalton Schultz goes down. You have a borderline top 10 tight end and probably a top 10 wide receiver. Both of them go down, and you're throwing to Higgins and Hutchinson, who I don't even know their first names.
Yeah, they all, like Xavier Hutchinson, that matters. But they also just don't have a run game. That doesn't help.
Oh yeah, Woody Marks got injured and Nick Chubb was in there. It was not great.
Anyways, let's just get this out of the way. If it wasn't for the fact that the Niners were playing with as many injuries as they were, I'd probably put them to fire everyone. But obviously, I don't think they actually should fire Shanahan. But they got played by such an insane level. It's not even funny. Like, they pulled starters in a playoff game, but then they're losing.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Hey, you really can't go down with anyone else. I mean, once everyone starts going down, Kittle, Warner, Bosa, all these guys, you really cannot afford to lose Brock. You cannot afford to lose those guys for next season. You need as many people healthy as possible. Thank you everyone so much for watching this video. Again, we will, be doing our Super Bowl predictions next week, and we will be, ranking whoever loses, coming up this weekend. And it's going to be a really fun weekend. Hopefully both of these games live up to somewhat of the hype. I mean, again, the Broncos-Patriots game may or may not. But hopefully that Seattle-Rams game lives up to the hype. Hopefully all you guys have a fun time watching it. And we will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already again. And join our Discord. Top link in the description. And comment down below your predictions for championship weekend. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Bye.
Bye.